Hi guys, this is Kayla.
And this is Becky, and we're with A Couple of These Read.
And we also review books and wine. So what is our weekly wine, Becky?
Oh, with Scout and Cellar, we have Fieldhouse 301 Chardonnay. Mm-hmm. This is a 2020 Chardonnay from California. I know you love Chardonnay.
I do.
Yes, it's one of your favorite wines.
Mm-hmm.
It smells so fresh and
sweet
and crisp.
Ooh. So based on the smell, I thought it would be more lemony. I do think they probably use some lemon in it.
Brioche, whatever brioche is. I'm meant to look that up. So, yeah, out there, if you know what brioche means, and when it comes to a brioche grape or flavor, send us something on our comments.
It definitely has the buttery aftertaste I like in Chardonnay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not for everyone, but that is 100% for me.
Yes,
so.
And it has notes of pear and vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think it would pair well with?
I mean, you've already given me this answer, so spoilers, popcorn.
Movie style popcorn, which I just happen to have a bowl for you. But also, you know, white wines go well with poultry or seafood. Pretty much any white wine will. And this is good. And I'm going to say that I have bronchitis right now, so I'm on all these different antibiotics and medicine, so I'm not drinking a lot of wine, y'all. But
don't cough on my popcorn.
I'll try not to. But even this kind of even cuts through, you know, all that metallic taste that medicines tend to give you. So even though that,
it is, when I think of Chardonnay, this is the flavor I think of.
Yeah.
Like, we've tried a lot of different Chardonnays, and a lot of them are more lemony, more fruity.
Right.
This one with that buttery aftertaste,
right,
it kind of sticks on your tongue. That is what I think of when I think of Chardonnay.
So remember, Scout and Cellar, we are a clean crafted wine. All of our wineries that we use, our vineyards, their grapes have no pest. They don't use any type of pesticide. They're all about, you know, a sustainable lifestyle. It is really from grape to, you know, the process of making it into the wine and then the bottling and then getting it to the customer. It's very streamlined, and it's just what you see is what you get. It's very authentic. You get the color of the grape, you get the taste of the grape, you get the taste of the blended grapes. You know, that's what you get. You don't get anything added to it.
It's very good.
And our book this time, and I absolutely love this cover. We have had, it is so beautiful. I just look at that. It's called My Magnolia Summer. And when you hear the name Victoria Benton Frank, you go, is that? Yes. Dorothea Benton Frank, who unfortunately we lost in 2019. She actually passed away on my daughter Nicole's birthday on September 2nd. And so that's probably why I remember that. But I have every one of Dot's books, and just was so saddened when, you know, she passed away from cancer. And Victoria Benton Frank has taken up the gauntlet from her mother to provide us with some wonderful women's fiction, contemporary women's fiction based in, of course, Sullivan Island, you know, the Lowcountry. And this book is her debut novel, and it came out in June. Was a great beach read. I loved it. We've been reading so much that I'm just now getting to it to review it. But I definitely, if you loved Dot and her writing, you're going to love Victoria's too. And if you're not a women's contemporary fiction fan, I would say don't read any women's fiction. You know, if you're going to be, you know, don't want to give it a chance, because this is a wonderful book. I love the characters. Now, Lily, I kind of wanted to, like, you know, just strangle her sometimes, and Violet too. Violet is the sister to Maggie, who's the main character. And there's 4 women involved, 3 generations. You have Rose, who's the grandmother. Then you have Lily, and then you have Maggie and Violet. And Maggie is a chef, and she goes to New York to follow her dream of becoming a chef in one of the top Michelin restaurants. That's what her goal is. And she works in a place that has a great reputation for making chefs, but also for breaking chefs. But she's really good at what she does. But her grandmother and her mother have a car accident, and she's called back to Sullivan Island. And she has such a longing to be there. It's always a conflict with her. She wants to be in New York. She wants to attain these goals that she has set for herself. But at night when she goes to sleep, what she dreams about is Sullivan's Island. She dreams about being there with her grandmother. She dreams about all the things that they did together. And this is like pretty much a nightly thing for her. And so she wakes up thinking, oh, I wished I was in Sullivan's Island. I wished I wasn't, freezing my butt off up here in New York, walking at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to the restaurant to prep for the day, when I could be in Sullivan's Island, where it's not near as cold and balmy and this time of year and everything. And bronchitis, sorry guys. But then when this accident happens and she has to take time off of work, she's up for a promotion within this restaurant that she's at. Her and the guy that she kind of dates some. And she just really is upset about, what do I have to do? But she knows she has to go home to her grandmother, and she does. But in the process, she ends up kind of, Sullivan Island starts dragging her back in, just roping her in more and more and more. And then she gets there, and then she finds out the Magic Lantern, which is her family's restaurant. Okay, there's a restaurant there. Why is she a chef? Why isn't she working in her family's restaurant? Well, she wanted to go beyond that, I guess you could say. She wanted to make something herself. And I understand, a lot of kids, parents and grandparents, they build up a business thinking they're going to pass it on to other generations, and then you have children that come out, well, I want to make my own way in the world. And you can understand that. But as things develop and go on, and through the novel, you kind of, I'm not going to tell you everything because it would be a big spoiler, but she has this struggle where, she ends up with this fantastic offer in New York. Does she take this? Her goals are going to be met here, or does she stay back and take the mantle of the Magic Lantern on, and just so that her family's legacy can grow and be part of that. And then there's all these secrets that are involved in between the grandmother, the mother, the 2 sisters. All of this kind of comes out too. And so you're not just dealing with the fact that the matriarch of the family's in the hospital in a coma. You're having to deal with this sister over here whose marriage is on the rocks. Here you have a mother that's an alcoholic that is just having all kinds of issues going on. And it's just one thing after the other. And, where does she fit into all this? And how does she deal with all these things she didn't know about? And then she's having to learn about them. And so it's just a lot. And, she just has to figure out what I want, what I want in life. And so that's her big struggle is, do I want this dream life I planned for myself in New York, or do I want my roots and Sullivan's Island? With my family, family that she doesn't always get along with. So, that's the key, here is that self-discovery, the finding themselves. But for her debut author novel, I thought Victoria did a fabulous job, and I can't wait to read her next one, So it definitely gets 5 stars from me, and just, I would pick it up, I would read it. You can still go to the beach in the fall. And as a matter of fact, it's my favorite time. October and November at the beach.
There.
Oh, There's no lines.
It's a great place to go trick-or-treating.
It really is. They love it down there. So y'all come on down, pick up the book, read it, give it a try. Victoria, thank you for carrying on your mom's legacy. We love Dot, and we love you too. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.